Hello, welcome to another lesson. Today we will take a look at the imperative, but we will look at commands that we give to ourselves. This lesson can be found in your books, Exploraciones, on the pages numbers 44 to 46. The objectives of this video is to talk about commands that we give to ourselves. And then we are going to look at the forms of these commands, and we will look at the affirmative and the negative forms of the commands. Let's get started. We commands. In general, when we use commands for ourselves, we tend to give suggestions to ourselves than to give very, very strong commands to each other or to one another. So, in English, this is what you would see as let's. So, you're suggesting that we do something, or we are suggesting that we do something together as a group. Now, in Spanish, these commands can be formal or informal. It depends on which context we are talking about. If you're in a meeting, that will be in a formal setting. If you're just a group of friends hanging out after class, that will be in an informal setting. How do we conjugate these commands? We conjugate them in the first person singular yo form in the present indicative tense. We take away the O, and then if the verb is an AR verb, if the verb is an AR verb, we would add amos. If the verb is either an ER verb or an IR verb, then we'll have amos as the ending for the verb. So, for example, we have comprar, and then in the present tense, in the present indicative tense form, we have yo compro. So we take the O away from it, then we have COMPR as the remainder, and then we take the ending, we take note of that ends in AR. So we're going to add amos to it. So we have compremos. So it's a crisscross kind of relationship. If the verb ends in an AR, it has an ending as though it were an ER verb. And then if the verb ends in ER or IR, it would end in AMOS as though it were an AR verb. So we have venir, yo vengo. Then we take away the O, then vengamos. Nosotros vengamos. Okay, so we have regular verbs. We have alabar, to praise. Alabemos. So AR changes to E. Bailar, bailemos. Cantar, cantemos. Dibujar, dibujemos. Escribir, escribamos. IR changes to A. And then festejar, festejemos. For irregular verbs, we have dar, demos. It ends in an A, so we'll have an E ending. Estar, estemos. Ir, vayamos or vamos. Now, ir is a very special kind of verb when it comes to we commands, because even though we mentioned in the beginning that we commands tend to have the notion of let us blah blah blah, we can also go ahead and use the present indicative tense vamos directly if we want to give a command. So you can use the subjunctive vayamos or the indicative vamos. Saber, sepamos. Ser, seamos. Now, for radical changing verbs and verbs that have orthographical changes, we have cerrar, cerremos. So we have the E remaining as E. If it were tú or usted, the E would have changed to IE, but once it's in the nosotros, nothing happens to it. We have volver, volvemos. Servir, sirvamos. Now, for this verb, then it would continue to have the change in the E from E to I. Then dormir, durmamos. We have sacar, saquemos. Remember? Ka, ke, ki, koku. And then we have pagar, paguemos. And then we have cruzar, crucemos. So, cruzar, pagar, sacar are orthographical changing verbs. And then we have cerrar, volver, servir, dormir as radical changing verbs. We have the negative forms of verbs with the we commands. We have acabar, no acabemos. Bailar, no bailemos. Servir, no sirvamos. Dormir, no durmamos. Sacar, no saquemos. Pagar, no paguemos. Cruzar, no crucemos. Well, this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Thank you so much y hasta la próxima.